What's up, everybody? Steven Ezekiel here, and I had a total brain fart until recently. I didn't even think I was going to get a reaction video today, but some people let me know in the comment section below some of my other videos, and yeah, Death Battles fight between Jak and Daxter versus Ratchet and Clank. Holy shit, that came out, and I was not expecting to do a reaction today. Some personal stuff, reasons why, but the video is pretty long. I don't know if I'm going to do a two-parter or I'm going to cut up the video. So what I might do is, I don't know yet. So there might be two parts or it might be cut up. I don't know yet because I cannot post a video past 15 minutes right now. Like I said in my previous videos, you guys don't know. If you're new to this channel, check out my previous videos if you want to know why. But let's get into this fight. I'm going to say here right now, I'm going to probably be on the side of Ratchet and Clank because I played the shit out of that when I got my PS2. Like, I was all into Ratchet and Clank when I first got my PS2 and stuff like that. I played a little bit of Jak and Daxter, and I thought it was okay, but I liked Ratchet and Clank way more than I liked Jak and Daxter. But I'm not saying it's a bad game. Don't get me wrong. I still just prefer the characters of Ratchet and Clank versus Jak and Daxter. That's just me. That is my own personal reasoning. Also, I think maybe, I don't know, I feel maybe the technology from Ratchet and Clank might be better than the technology from Jak and Daxter, but they are similar in the sense, but at the same time, quite different. But either way, it's going to be a good fight. I don't know how they're going to do it in animation-wise. And yes, for anyone who's a fan of me, I know Animation Rewind did one of these fights between Jak and Daxter versus Ratchet and Clank. And yes, I have actually I did not do a reaction video to that, and I have yet to actually watch the video. So maybe in the next couple of days or something, I can come back and I can react to Animation Rewind's version of that fight. So, without any further ado, let's get into this fight and enjoy this fight right now.
Sometimes the most unlikely of friends can become the best of heroes.
Ratchet and Clank.
And I'm looking forward to the Ratchet and Clank movie, honestly.
And Jak
I really
and Daxter, the masters of eco.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. It was a time of chaos. The unstoppable Kragmite Empire wreaked havoc across the galaxy.
Alright, so this is going to be for Jak and Daxter.
The Lombaxes, who may be some sort of lemur
Wait,
wombat?
no.
Well, whatever they are, they're pretty good at kicking the shit out of Kragmites, and ended up stopping the Empire by banishing them to another dimension. Well, all except one, and boy would that come back to bite him in the ass.
Raised as one of their own, the last Kragmite betrayed his foster Lombaxes, raised an army of fish people, and in some sense of cruel ironic justice, banished the entire Lombax race to their own dimension as well. And just as ironically, missed one who would prove to be his greatest adversary.
This lone Lombax's name was Ratchet, and he spent most of his days stranded on a random planet digging around with mechanical stuff and dreaming of one day exploring the galaxy. So this alien kitty cat thing scrounged up all the scraps he could find, used his natural gift with machines, and built a spaceship so incredible it would finally take him off this boring planet once and for... Oh.
Not the greatest
Without an
mechanic.
onboard robot ignition system, this hunk of junk would never fly.
And with Ratchet's luck, it's not like one was just gonna drop out of the sky or anything. Well, I'll be damned.
This was the SentryBot serial number.
Wait a second, when does the Ratchet and Clank movie come out?
Well, that's hard to say in conversation. And he
I
makes
can't
a
fucking
clanky
remember.
sound when he falls over, so...
Maybe I'll just call you Clank.
Clank had just been assembled maybe half an hour earlier and was already running for his life.
Yeah, see, he came from a robot killing machine making factory, but when the factory malfunctioned and made this little guy, it decided to scrap him for parts. So naturally, he got the hell out of there, ended up with Ratchet,
Yeah.
and together they became the greatest hero duo in the galaxy.
While they started out as an unlikely pair, they've picked
Oh,
up
this
all
is
sorts
from
of
that was the
experience along
scene
the
from
way.
Ratchet and Clank
Ratchet has been
Deadlock.
trained as a commando and is proficient in martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival
Surprisingly,
skills,
the first
stealth,
Ratchet and Clank game I played was Assault.
and despite his
wait,
diminutive
no.
size, Clank is an asset in combat as well.
Assault
When
Your
paired
Arsenal,
with
that's
Ratchet,
it,
he
yeah.
can act as a personal helicopter or even a jet.
Then I played
Also, turns out
Going
Clank
Commando,
wasn't a
and then I
mistake
played the
after all.
first
He
game.
possesses the soul of a Zoni, energy-based creatures with the ability to manipulate time and be immune to time-altering effects. And eventually,
wow.
these powers manifested in Clank as well.
That's right. He's a robo-time wizard.
Who did you
Holy
say gave
shit.
you this thing?
The Sony. They are little invisible creatures who travel through time.
Oh, right.
Both Ratchet and Clank are loaded with nanotech, microscopic machines which instantly repair their bodies after any injury, though their number is limited.
But Ratchet and Clank's true strength lies up their arsenal. Ratchet's packing your usual Solana-style weaponry, from his trusty Omni Wrench to rocket launchers. But the real
Yes.
beauty lies in all his wacky weapons, like the Vortex Cannon, which sucks up tiny enemies and blasts them back out like little flaming meteors. The mini turret glove can deploy dozens of auto-targeting machines.
He has a lot of weapons.
Tanks. And of course, there's also a disco ball, which forces foes to helplessly dance before them.
I don't remember that one, but oh my god, actually now I do remember that.
Ratchet's gadgetry also includes energy shields,
Oh my god, that one
close-range
was pretty
shredder
fun to
claws,
use.
and a variety of drones to assist him in battle. He's
Ah,
even picked
man,
up
I
a
had some
gun
good
that
times
turns
playing Ratchet
enemies
and Clank,
into
like-
tiny, adorable sheep.
I think I
But hang
played
on. We can't forget my all-time
Assault Your
favorite,
Arsenal.
the Rhino
I played
5.
at least 5
Part
times,
minigun,
and
part
then I looked
rocket
into
launcher.
buying
This
some of the other
beauty
games.
unleashes a glorious river of
At the time, I
death
didn't
in
even know
whatever
it was the third
direction she's
game.
facing. All set to Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture.
I'm
Till I got a little
honestly
bit older.
surprised you know how to say his name.
Oh yeah, the dude played my favorite musical instrument.
What, the piano?
No. Cannons.
Oh.
Anyway, in their adventures, Ratchet and Clank have done some pretty impressive things. They were skilled enough to win numerous gladiator battles, strong enough to stop the blow of a wargrok with nothing but an Omni Wrench, fast enough to dodge close-range laser fire, tough enough to survive an explosive shipwreck, and even the vacuum of space.
Yeah?
However, their ability to survive deadly blows is entirely dependent on their supply of nanotech. If they run out of microbots, the next blow is sure to be fatal. But Ratchet and Clank's greatest strength doesn't come from any outlandish weapon or body
Comes with their
rebuilding
team
nanomachine.
work.
Rather, it is their unbreakable bond of friendship and teamwork.
I was half right.
Oh, God, that was so friggin' lame.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What?
Long before the world.
Alright, now I don't know too much of Jak and Daxter. I only played like one or
Left
two other
behind by
games.
godlike beings called the Precursors, Eco came in 6 different types, each possessing a different power. But what became of the Precursors? How did they harness the power of Eco? The answers, they say, lie in the destiny of the mischievous teenage boy named Jak.
Jak was born into royalty as the son of King Dumbass.
Damus.
Dumbass. Ruler of Haven City.
King Dumbass.
But Jak lost his future as heir to the throne when some douche named Baron Praxis overthrew his dad. The former king was separated from his son and banished to the wastelands, leaving Jak to grow up a wandering orphan.
Until he was taken in and raised by Samos, the elder of Sandover Village. Here, he met his best friend-to-be, Daxter.
Though I don't know why he would ever want to be friends with a guy that never shuts up.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where
I don't
did they
remember.
go?
Oh, that's
Where
right. I
did they
do
build
now
this
remember.
crown?
His
Before
friend
long,
was
Jak
turned
and Daxter
into a
became
creature.
inseparable
That's
and
why.
did just
Okay.
about all their teenage tomfoolery
I was a little bit
together.
confused there. It's been a
Like
long time since
stealing
I
a
played the
speedboat
game.
to explore the Forbidden Misty Island.
Yeah, turns out it was forbidden for a pretty damn good reason.
Yep. I remember this now.
Man, that stung.
Oh no, he fell into the weasel pool!
Well, technically, he fell into a pool of dark eco, which transformed him into an Otzel. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be.
Daxter took it pretty well, all things considered.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nope.
By the way, where's the unweasel pool?
It's not so simple. In order to reverse Daxter's transformation, they would have to find the Sage of Dark Eco. To prepare
Oh,
them
wow,
for this
okay.
journey,
I don't remember.
Samos trained
I don't
them
know
to
if I
harness
ever
the
actually
power of
fully
Eco
beat
and,
the
in
game. I think I
turn,
beat
to
number
become
1.
Formidable warriors.
I think
With green
I
Eco,
did
Jak can
beat number
restore
2.
lost
I
health and
know I
create
never
shields.
played number 3.
With yellow Eco, he can launch energy projectiles from his hands. Blue Eco doubles
But I
his
can't
speed
remember
and
too much of the
reflexes, and red
story.
Eco
Not like
does the same
lot,
for his
not like
strength,
as much as I
allowing
can
him to
remember
take down
Jak and
tough enemies
Daxter.
with a single strike.
Ratchet and
But
Clank.
when their tinkering with ancient precursor technology sent them tumbling into a dystopian future, it's a long story. Jak was captured and experimented on by Baron Praxis, who wanted to turn him into a super soldier.
Too bad he didn't really know what he was doing, and poor Jak was stuck as his lab rat for 2 straight years, until Daxter finally
shit.
busted him out. Jak was so happy, he spoke his first words ever.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Aww, my first words were beer, now!
Unbeknownst to Praxis, while his
Poor
experiments failed to
boomstick.
turn Jak into Captain America, they did grant him the ability to consume Dark Eco and temporarily transform into the mighty Dark Jak.
Dark Jak can use Dark Eco for a bunch of powerful projectiles, and he can even triple in size.
I don't
and
remember
strength.
that.
On top
I'm
of
guessing
that,
this is part
Dark
of the
Jak
third
is
game.
also completely invulnerable.
That's right. We bad. You haven't forgotten what I taught you, Jak.
If one super form wasn't enough, Jak gained another when he came face to face with the precursors themselves.
Okay, so this is going to be more of a
Turns
fight
out
of
they're all
nanotech
Otzels
versus
like Daxter.
negative energy power thing that Jak can use.
God.
They gave him the ability to consume light eco in order to
Although he is
counterbalance the darkness
invulnerable,
within.
but can he? How long
Never
can he
guess
last in
what
that
they
form?
called it. Give up, it's like Jak.
In this form, Jak can glide through the air, create a force field, regenerate from wounds, and even freeze time itself.
When there's not
Okay,
enough
now I
darker
see,
light Eco on hand to
I
run
see
around
Ratchet and Clank
blasting
having some
people
trouble.
With godlike energy, Jak wields one of the most versatile weapons ever created, the Morph Gun. Powered by different types of Eco, it can work like a shotgun, grenade launcher, or minigun. It can fire ricocheting laser shots, homing needles, and even freaking lightning.
And when Jak sets the morph gun
It's a
to
pretty good,
massive inverter
good
mode,
weapon.
it can blast
Not
a
as
wave of dark Eco
versatile
so
as how many
absurd it
weapons,
alters the very laws of
Ratchet and Clank
gravity on
have,
anybody
but
within its reach.
Yeah, but if that fails, they
That
can
magic
just blast
ability
them
is
with
going
a
to be very
supernova.
tough.
It
Very tough
basically
for
one-shots
Ratchet and
about
Clank
anything.
to handle.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
Armed to the teeth with weapons and eco, Jak and Daxter successfully dethroned Praxis and saved Haven City thanks to several impressive feats along the way.
Like getting up no problem after being crushed in a cave-in, or tearing through solid metal doors
Damn.
like wet paper. Daxter helps when he can, usually by steering missiles into people, but most of the heavy lifting is done by Jak.
Like the one time he did
Okay,
this.
maybe that could be a key factor for helping Ratchet and Clank, because their teamwork's not as good as Ratchet and Clank's teamwork. Or as vital.
Jak and Daxter are incredibly resourceful. They won a gladiator-style battle with nothing but an unmodified morph gun.
And their drive to win is so strong they even took first in the Crass City Grand Championship while poisoned.
Even giant terraforming robots trying
Wow.
to destroy the world fall to their
Pressure
teamwork,
much?
provided they have enough ego.
They can only carry so much eco at once, roughly under a minute's worth in combat for each color type, and so they rely on replenishing their power by pulling eco from the environment. Also, Jak can be
Yeah.
a bit reckless and doesn't always think things through.
Even still, don't underestimate the duo of Jak and Daxter. It's the last thing a lot of bad guys ever did.
Alright, this fight's gonna be good. I'm still torn. I don't know who would win.
All right, the combatants are set.
But I'm
Let's
hoping
end
for
this
Ratchet
debate
and
once
Clank.
and for all.
But first,
Thanks for watching this video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more, check out the description below. Hope to see you guys in a later video. Also, have an awesome day.